Again, as James said, my name is CJ Walker, and I want you to know a little bit about me. So let's take a trip down memory lane. About 5 years ago, I moved to Atlanta. Are there any people here that's actually from Atlanta? Oh, that's a good representation. So if you have been in Atlanta and you've ever taken a survey in a room, people are not normally from Atlanta. And my job experience before I got to Atlanta, I saw a job, I interviewed for it, and I got it. Simple as that. But when I got to Atlanta, I interviewed in Atlanta more than I have in my entire life. But I was lucky enough to have feedback from one of the interviewers. And what she told me is one key thing that I want you to take away today. So you know the saying, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. That's not even it. So what she told me was, it's not about what you know, it's not about who you know, it's really about who knows you. So that's the dilemma. I'm not from Atlanta. I don't know anybody in Atlanta. Don't know anybody in the job market. So I had to come up with ways that I can actually get in front of people. And I've learned that that's something that will take you far here in Home Depot as well. So today I want to talk about a couple keys to your success. First thing, you have to speak to strangers. No matter what your mother told you, in order to grow your career and develop, you have to speak to strangers. And you have to be comfortable with doing it. So of course, when you say that, a lot of people will ask the question, how do you find the people? How do you connect with them? How do you follow up? Any ideas? How do you find people to meet? Go to networking events.
Come to Toastmasters.
Come to Toastmasters. Very good. Anything else? On the elevator. That's good. So I have one, I'm going to call it a hack, a meeting hack. So if you notice, of course, today we are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of our associate resource groups. And if you volunteered with any one of them, you now have a pool of people that are there to network. So I have a couple keys that you can take to each of the events with you to follow up with people. Something I've used. Volunteer, take pictures, and follow up. So on the left side here, this is a Women's Link event. This was in January of this year. And if you've ever known about any Women's Link events, you know this is the event to participate in. So it's about 10 ladies at the table, and I'm known to carry around a selfie stick. But no one runs away from a selfie stick. So as soon as I say I have a selfie stick, everyone is on board. So what I did was I had the young lady that was at the top end of the table to take our picture, and then I had a sheet of paper, real simple. Said if you want the picture, put your name down. Everybody gave me their name. After the event, boom, I sent the pictures of all of us as a group, right? The other event, don't really know what's going on with the technology. The other event was an actual Pride parade in 2015. There were tons of people there, but there weren't a lot of volunteers. So you really got a chance to get one-on-one pictures, which is even better because now if I see Matt at an event, I'm taking a picture with Matt. If I send an email to Matt, I say, hey Matt, it was a pleasure meeting you at the Pride event. Let's keep in touch. Always, always do that, whatever opportunity you get a chance to do. Now, when it comes to job searching, a lot of people are stumped when it comes to what to do when it comes to how to find a job. So my first dilemma was I didn't know where I wanted to go. I started off in Home Depot exteriors. I knew I wanted another position, but I wasn't pretty sure because, you know, it's 10,000 positions here at Home Depot. So I narrowed it down to 3 different departments. I said I wanted maybe real estate, legal, and contracts, right? So how do you find the people in the real estate, in the legal, and in the contracts department? Does anybody know?
Right here in Outlook?
Right. If everyone will look, I hope everyone has a handout. Can you confirm if you have a handout? Because I want you guys to take this with you. So I have another hack of how you can find people internally. So everyone uses Skype, right? So if you go to your Skype, and let's say you're looking for a department like asset protection. Type in asset protection, everybody in the asset protection department will come up. Now, if I were you, I would start with maybe an associate, maybe even a supervisor. You feel bold enough, reach out to a manager, right? But what I want to know is more detailed as to everyone in that department so that I can narrow down exactly who to contact. So what you do is, every time there's a name, even yours, there's a title and there is a number beside it. So this one is 518, right? So if you go into your Outlook, press the to field. If you go to advanced find, it's a little blurry, but advanced find, it'll pop up this. It's like a little box. In the department field, put in that number. And voila, everyone in that department comes up. What I suggest you do is to reach out to them, and it doesn't have to be a resume. It doesn't have to be a cover letter. Make it really simple. Say, hey, my name is CJ Walker. I'm really looking to learn a little bit more about your department. Do you have 15 minutes? Can you meet at Starbucks? Can I shadow you if you have 30 minutes? A lot of people are really, really busy. So to sit along with them while they're doing their work is probably best. So the best thing for you to do is to go to their desk, make it convenient for them. Make sure you always tell them thank you, even if it's including a handwritten thank you letter, and keep in touch with them. When you're sitting down with them, connect with them on a personal level. Don't just talk about work. Oh, Amanda, I know you're in the marketing department. Well, what do you do outside of work? What if she has a similar hobby? What if she likes to read books like you? So now you have a reason to contact her, and maybe you guys can exchange a book list. That's how you connect with people, not just behind a cubicle and what they do in their actual job function. Here's a key, and most people don't want to hear it. You have to sell yourself, period. And the way you do that is by showing up as the best version of yourself, dressed to impress. And if you could, if you're meeting with someone at Home Depot, wear your apron. It serves as a name tag, and it cuts down on, what's your name again? No one wants to ask that question, right? I know I hate when people ask me that question, but if you have an apron, that's easy. Oh, hi Amanda, hi Matt, hi Sonia, it's easy. Always wear your apron, because this is a sign that you're on official business. And even though you might be sitting with someone that might not be doing anything spectacular in their eyes, you want to leave them with the impression that this is official business for you. Another way that you can communicate, not just verbally, make sure you have your elevator pitch down. Make sure you say, hi, my name is CJ Walker. I'm really interested in learning more about your department, right? You want to have that part down. But you can also communicate non-verbally. If you look at the back of your handout, I have examples of body language. So positive communication, you want to have eye contact. You want to smile. You want to give a firm handshake. All open body language, none of this. Nothing crossed, because it expresses that you don't want to be there, or you don't want to hear what's going on. Verbal communication, again, the more you join Toastmasters, the more you become comfortable with saying your name and saying whatever it is that you're interested in. We have a portion of the meeting that's called Table Topics, where you're going to be tested on impromptu speaking. So what about when you're in the elevator and you meet somebody? What do you say? You may not know right off the cuff, but if you've practiced in Toastmasters 20 times, or you've heard 20 speakers, you can get bits and pieces from everyone that you've seen and make it your own. The bottom line that I really want you guys to take away is it's always showtime. Hiring decisions are very rarely made in your cubicle. It's made in the parking lot, the break room, the cafeteria, at these volunteer organizations. So it's absolutely imperative that every time that you're in front of anyone, you make sure you present the best version of yourself. And then another thing I want you guys to know, that no one else is going to take ownership of your brand, of your career development like you. So you have to take ownership of yourself. Any questions? Awesome. Thank you guys for your time.